Hello and welcome to Sea Views. This is Postcards 36 for those of you who keep track of the numbering, which I should do. I mean, I do have a book which I put them in, but I don't always get it right, to be honest. But nevertheless, this is Sea Views. It doesn't really have too much link, but all of that. Let's have a look. Now, this is the bandstand in Mexhill-on-Sea. It's quite an old card, to say the least. Dear Mother, you will see that this was having a holiday. Now this a very nice place with I'm here with us. The weather is something or other. And this is addressed to a Mrs. Dodson on Sandy Lane, Lymm, Cheshire. So there you are. Well, Mrs. Dodson, I hope you enjoyed the card as much as we do. It's all written in pencil, and it doesn't seem to have ever been stamped. So it may be that he didn't send it, but handed it to Mum when he got back home. How's that for commitment? Here we have something a little bit more striking, but obviously modern. A couple of cottages near the White Cliffs. Before I look on the back, I'm going to see what I think. It's very striking. It's interesting that the grass has grown so close to the cliff edge, almost as if it's been manicured, which clearly it hasn't, but you know, very rich greenery there. I would think probably moss, but as to that, I'm open to correction. Two cottages. Let's see what it says. It's East Sussex, Seven Sisters. Who the Seven Sisters are, I don't know. And it says it's an Eastbourne card. I may have bought this when I was in Eastbourne. I've been there a couple of times, watching the tennis and also playing chess, and enjoyed both very much. Here's something which is very dated. It's called Natural Arch. It could very well be a painting. We may never know, unless you know, where this was taken. It could be Larworth Cove or something like that, but I don't know. This was a 50p card to me, and it's quite small, which is handy for my albums, which don't always accommodate the large ones. Now here we have everybody and his wife. I don't know how hot the day would be, but a lot of these ladies are going to come back filthy dirty. This is a Valentine's series, printed in Great Britain. Well, that's nothing new. This space has been used for. This space may be used for communication. So if you wanted to communicate anything like hello or something, you could. The address to be written here, and this is of the Ladies' Mile, where gentlemen were not precluded, but ladies could promenade there. And there's some guys here with boaters on, seemingly not taking any notice of the women traipsing past. They might be missing a fair bit, I have to say, with parasols and hats, and can't quite see what's on the floor, on the ground here. But they've got nice comfy chairs, and they are somnambulant. So there you are, a Hampshire one. This is probably an amateur effort. It's numbered at the bottom, 5020. There we are. Lady with a cloche hat on. Gentleman with a trilby. A little girl or boy. Doesn't have to be a girl. On Maybe on Rains, I'm not sure. Not sure. You'd have to be a better detective than me to know where this was taken. But our answer comes at the back. It's in Weymouth. It's interesting that it says Chambers, Esplanade, Weymouth. That, I think, is the name of the photographer. So it was obviously an amateur effort. We sometimes used to get, even I've had this happen once, somebody come up to you and go, "You on holiday here, sir?" And if you say you were or what you will, they say, "Well, would you like copies of this and we can send it to you?" And you arrange a bit of money. And it's quite a good system. I mean, some people would go to the studio itself, possibly with a backdrop, marine backdrop. But quite frankly, there's the back. A bit mucky in a way, but it's probably, well, it could be over 100 years old or about 100 years old. I would think it's probably about 1920s. Now you're going to need your glasses on for this, but believe you me, you will not be shortchanged. Look. 3 or 4, I think, boats on the horizon. Landing stage at Cowes, and it's a judge's card. That was a sign of quality, I always think. They've obviously hand stamped. It says postcard picture by Judges Limited of Hastings. As I never tire of saying, I did actually go past their factory once. If it's still there, I'd like to know. If it isn't still there, I wish it was. But there you are. Another sea view in this collection. Now, something much more modern. And I do like to be beside the seaside. It says lots to see at Brighton. There we have it. Bound to a pinch of shit that these pictures are also available as separate cards. There's the dome in the middle and a sort of little tram car there. Various waterfall. What's that? The marina, maybe. And the gardens. As I get older, increasingly I like gardens. I don't like gardening, but I like gardens. Doesn't say anything. A Jason distribution and Janon distribution. That doesn't mean anything to me, but it may mean something to you. Now, this is something completely different. It almost verges on the surreal. But it is Kit Benwell, Liminal. Liminal was inspired by tidal surges of last winter's storms. The work is informed by the effects of the tide and the action of the waves continually reshaping and sculpting the coastline. And it's a winning entry from the Evolver Prize of 2014. And it's been reproduced as part of a poster. Well, fancy that. There you are. I'm going to show you that because you don't often get a lot of information. It doesn't seem intrusive. You would have room for the stamp and for short message, which is more or less what you want to send anyway, wouldn't it be? So I'd like to encourage you to collect postcards and also send them to your friends and your enemies. Now, here's Gunfort Gardens Tenby, and of course we have the paradox that there's more than one Tenby in Great Britain. Which one is this? The answer is I don't know, and perhaps I should. This is a real photograph, it says, just in case you thought it was a trick one or something. There we are. Well, it's a bit pale. There's a hotel at the top, probably, and the gardens are crumbling away. There's quite a few people on the beach, some of them, as I would be, fully clothed. I can't think that that's appropriate, but there we are. I don't know. Just another quick flash there. There we are. I don't like this crenellation, castellation. prefer straight cards, but there we are. And the last one is it possibly the most interesting of all, because it combines a rather glum scene with a rather cartoon state of affairs. The lady here, aghast, possibly a touch of jealousy there with a younger couple, him dressed up as Max Miller and she losing her hat and also in his clutches. Lucky him. It says, it is the sea air that gives you that tired feeling, because she's collapsing into his arms. The picture of relaxation, but also concentration, I think. She's not going to fall asleep. Right here for inland postage only. Postcard, the address to be written on this side, just in case you thought it should be on that side. Well, this isn't. Well, there we are. These has been Postcards 36. I'm James Pratt, and I hope you've enjoyed something a little bit different there. Be seeing you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.